Day 12. Halloween Eve. Uploading late though. Friday the 13th, part 9. Jason Goes to Hell. Yeah. I don't know if this film was ever actually properly released in the UK. I mean, I managed to rent it on Amazon. But I think there's no DVD release in the UK. I think, I'm not sure. This is like the least recognised of all of them, I think. Because it's like Amazon has all of them except for part 9, Freddy v Jason, and the remake. But the remake did fairly well considering it was not that good. So, Scene 1 of the movie, standard shower scene, Friday the 13th, staple of the genre. But turns out she wasn't some ditzy camper. She was like an FBI agent or something. She trapped Jason Voorhees and had him blown up by the rest of the FBI's or the military or whoever the hell they are. Didn't see that coming. I mean, that being said, she knew how to change the light bulb, so we should have known from the start. Though it blew him up, the heart was still beating. You get the idea. It did that for 90 minutes, by the way. Weirdest thing, I don't know why. I think Jason's soul was influencing or something. The guy doing the autopsy, decided to eat the heart. Don't know why, but he basically became Jason. Jason's soul went inside him, and he started doing the killings. And then, like Venom, he would pass it on throughout the film. You know, probably when he was weak or something, he would probably give it to someone who was fresher. What is it? Is his name Clayton Duke? This hunter. Anyway, he's a hunter who doesn't hunt in this film. It's like you sold the film that he's going to kill Jason, and he's in a police cell the whole movie. I mean, he knew how to kill Jason, but there was little point. You know, they could have just done that on an encyclopedia. They didn't need him. They could have saved an actor. And to be fair, he looked badass, though. He did look like a hunter. He was like a black Van Helsing. That was pretty badass. Another standard sex scene in tent, staple of the genre. If I made my own Friday the 13th film, I wouldn't feel comfortable putting that in there, but the director found it necessary. Basically, in the prison, Clayton Duke, the hunter, said to the guy whose name I've forgotten because this film wasn't amazing. He said to him, the only way to kill Jason is to be the girl who he's got a thing with, or their daughter, because they're the only people who are related. Because Jason killed the girl's mother, who apparently is his like half sister or his illegitimate sister or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Halloween? F-bomb at 3 minutes 15. So apparently he has a sister in this film. I'm glad they never came back to that storyline ever again. The sister's dead. So the daughter, or the baby, has this. Jason knows he has to kill the baby or the daughter. And as much as I don't think Jason would normally kill a baby, he's kind of got this weird childlike compassion for innocent people, like, because he usually targets debaucherous teenagers, you know. But in this, he would have genuinely killed a baby and not given a shit. He's probably the most evil in this film, perhaps, because it's almost like he's full evil incarnate in this film. Next film's Freddy v Jason. He's almost the good guy in that movie. Watch it again. He's possibly the good guy. He just doesn't know it. I don't know why, when Jason's soul went from one man to another man, they decided to have a big old tongue kiss. I think this film was had a bit of I don't want to say this, but it's been called by fans as, I think it's slightly homoerotica. I don't think that's the case, but I think the idea was there's a lot of, for lack of a better term, exploiting women in the old films. So they thought maybe we'll just do it the other way around out of sake of fairness. Fair play, you know. I mean, it's a different, you know, it's like maybe it's time for that. Kevin Bacon said there needs to be more male nudity because it's like we expect it from young, attractive female actresses, we don't expect it from the men. And why is it one rule for one rule for another, you know? Maybe I should just campaign for less nudity in Hollywood, but he's campaigning for more, just more dong. He melted his face. That was pretty fucking horrible. There's another F-bomb, and I'm trying not to use too many F-bombs. If I have too many, I'll just set this as a swear video and not edit them out. We'll see how I go. And then a friggin' demon comes out of him. This little baby crawling dog demon thing crawled out of him. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. When did that happen? When he turned into that thing? What is that? There's an actual demon now. I thought he was just a zombie. Now there's a demon in play. You know, this movie confused me a little bit. But this is genius. Like, a relative of his can kill him or bring him back to life. He is a spirit at this form, right? But he possesses the dead mum, the grandmother of the baby. And he uses her corpse, reanimates it, and has that corpse reanimate him. Genius. Makes no sense, but it's writing genius. So then Jason is back from the dead, but the daughter stabbed him, and that worked because she was related apparently, which makes no sense to me at all, but then he is dead. Even though he is not dead, because there is another movie. Spoiler alert, at the end of the film, like, you know, it's not a post-credit scene, but it's like there's this little black pause, and then you see the mask in the dirt, and then Freddy Krueger's hand comes out of the dirt and sucks the mask in. Freddy Krueger was in a Friday the 13th movie. That's the only reason I did this. That, and there's a lot of different takes on these films. That's why I do so many Freddy and Jason movies, because there's so many different takes. It's not the same movie every time. Though you could argue Friday the 13th, 1, 2, 3, 4 were. Boom. Yeah, so this set up for Freddy v Jason, which was 9 years in the making. This was 10 years in the making, maybe? This was 1993, I think. Freddy v Jason was a 2003, I think. It was 10 years in the making. I mean, they secured the rights to said movie, but I think they just went through rewrite after rewrite after rewrite. But after rewrite after rewrite after rewrite, I'm kind of glad they did, because in the 90s it was still a little bit willy-nilly with horror movies. Come 2003, it was more like, let's get a good script out. And I really did like Freddy v Jason. I did that last year, so I'll put a link in for Freddy v Jason when I can be bothered. I don't know if Freddy v Jason, and I don't even know if this movie exactly is entirely canon to the rest of the series. It's probably why no other, when you buy a Friday the 13th box set, this probably won't be in it. Which is a shame, but I like to think of Freddy v Jason as a cool little what if. And I reckon they should do a cool little what if. They should do Jason v Michael Myers, Freddy v Pinhead, something like that. Make them all happen. They don't have to be part of the continuity. And that being said, the continuity makes no sense anyway. Look at Halloween. That's been through reboot after reboot. It gets better every time. Maybe it doesn't. The middle ones were about rubbish, but the first one was good. The last one was good. You know. So don't worry about canon. Don't worry about timelines. Retcon the shit out of it. You know, I want to see more versus movies. Godzilla v Kong, Batman v Superman. I liked it. You know, more versus movies. I want that. It's the 60s again. All of that jazz. So yeah. Not the best movie, but this was a fun movie. I mean, I think all Friday the 13th movies look for fun over Shakespearean writing, you know what I mean? Look for that. That being said, you can transfer. I think you could, a good writer could get A Midsummer Night's Dream, make it a slasher movie, and it would be genius. You can make it a teen movie, you can make it a slasher movie. I'm just saying. You know, you need a good writer to do so, but it's doable. So, food for thought. Horror writers. I'm not going to do it. I'm not good enough for that. I need a lot of fake blood. Right, keeping this one under 10 minutes. One more. Thank you for watching. J-Man out.